prison immediately.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello, comrade. How are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you, Mick?
Oh, not bad, thank you. Yeah, it's pretty good, thanks. I tried to ring you again yesterday, but all of a sudden the number was gone, so...
If that happens again, just know I live on a farm, so sometimes it's out of reception.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Just to clarify, just an update as well, right, of importance. Just before Christmas last year, I had a risk assessment done by the prison psychologist to see if it was if they're measure the risk status to be returned back into the mainstream prison population. Recommendations were made that I return back to the mainstream prison population, and there was no interventional services from a social worker or a psychologist was required. And then there was another one done about April. Hang on. Let me try and get April or May this year, or June, something like that. Another one was done by a different departmental psychologist. Same thing, risk assessment to be independent from the other psychologist. And then I was cleared once again and recommended to be returned to the mainstream prison population. Once again, no requirement for psychological or social worker intervention. Yes, so there's that.
So they've all given you the green light, it's just that the screws are threatening to down tools, basically.
Yeah, it's the screws. It's the screws who, they don't want me in their division or institution.
Yeah.
So that was that. The other thing I wanted to point out too, and you've probably got it since you got that thing there, is that they've compared me with Anders Breivik. Now, Anders Breivik killed 77 innocent women, children and civilians in a park. He got 21 years. Even though that he was in solitary confinement, right, the truth of that matter is with him is that they say he's dangerous. He's not dangerous. The fact of the matter is that he's there for his own protection and safety, because there would be someone within the institution who's a family member of someone that he killed, especially children. Do you understand the person I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they compare his separation to my separation. Well, you know what I mean? I'm not a victim. I killed someone, right? I'm not a victim. I don't protest to be innocent or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That being confined in a human zoo like G Division for 28 years is just downright wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's just enough's enough. You know what I mean? It's the politics.
It's been going on way too long.
But fancy comparing me with him. I take umbrage with it because he killed innocent people, especially children, even their pet dogs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All they were doing was having a picnic in the park on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, he's a
And
lowlife.
they, you know what I mean? How dare they compare me to him? You know what I mean? Like, whether it's separation or not, what they've done is the state over there has declared him sane, so they've built him a specialised unit where he can cook his own food, he has access to education, weights, everything like that. They even provide him professional people on the outside to go in and play chess and be his friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you said, he's the elite. He's given the star treatment.
Yeah, and he's, you know what I mean, he's got 21 years from killing 77 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they were innocent. You know what I mean? Every individual that I've had a contention with, you know what I mean, are not innocent. They're convicted child rapists. You know, and
How the fuck did he only get 21 years?
I don't profess to be innocent. I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm high security. I'm not social security. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm high security, not social security. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a victim. I'm not innocent or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just this circumstance. Do you know what I mean? Like, how long has this still got to go on for? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully not too much longer.
That's what I'm complaining about. And then now, because it's been going on so long, they've lied to me for so long, saying they're going to do this, this, and this. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... I've written recently a letter to the Minister of Correctional Services. I've written a letter to the Executive Director, and there's no response.
They just ignore you.
They don't put nothing in writing anymore because what tends to bite them on the arse in court. You know what I mean? So where's my voice? Do you know what I mean? You complain to the Ombudsman. The Ombudsman takes the advice from what correctional services say. Because we're convicted felons. Mm-hmm. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
What do you got for me?
I spent a lot of hours last night putting your first clip into a movie. I've turned your video into a movie. We've got a lot of questions from viewers, but we'll leave them for now. We'll talk about the most important things first that are important to you, just in case we get cut off at a certain point, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you just speak up? It's not coming through very clear, mate.
Sorry, mate. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on.
So, how compared to other notorious inmates, who else has been held anywhere near in the amount of solitary that you have?
Well, they had Dave Hicks. He was here for 9 months, right? Mm-hmm. When the Human Rights Commission came in and inspected the joint before he got here, that was a different scenario. You know what I mean? Like David Hicks was not like a criminal. You know what I mean? It was a deal done between the Americans, Guantanamo, and here. You know what I mean? But he's only here 9 months. Dare I say it? Pedophile Peter Liddy, magistrate. We don't talk about him.
Yeah.
He was here for about 7 years.
But has anyone been there for a decade plus or anything?
Beg your pardon?
Has anyone been there for a decade or more, like you have?
No.
Just you?
Yes.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? You know, you can't give me one example of even anyone that's been there more than 10 years.
No.
That's, it's unbelievable. So it's really just you in isolation.
Yes, solitary confinement.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, because the big black 3-4-inch steel door. Mm-hmm. You can't see out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, well, yeah, for the next one, I would suggest, is there anything that you specifically wanted to talk about? And if you did, put it all on paper, put everything you need to say and, unload it next time. And outside of that, I'll just read out all the viewers' questions next time, I thought. The sensible ones. I'll take out all the dickheads and put all the questions to you if that's all right. If you want to. If you want to answer them sort of questions. Up to you.
Well, if there's a lot of issues going on here at the moment, and I'm not getting all my mail, and they're not getting my mail, etc., etc. We've got problems here in the division. Mm-hmm. It's only 4 officers who are creating the problems. Mm-hmm. But if there was someone that was to send me a whole pile of questions that mm-hmm. required answering. Yeah, probably in writing. I could probably, I prefer that because the thing is that it's from me. Mm-hmm. There's no ambiguity or mix-up because when I have dealings with people, oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I'd like honest foundations, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was that long. I'm going to try and ring again in about 10 minutes.
Okay then, Mick.
All right, it'll be because you got to wait after a call. You got to have it clear. It's got to clear for 10 minutes. Yeah,
same as New South Wales. Yep, all good, mate.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. But I'm happy to comply with whatever you think, and you know what I mean. Whatever is best for the process, or whatever that is. I'm under arrest. I'll catch you shortly.
All right, sweet, mate. Bye.
Thank you.